Hey guys, it's Don. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to do my first tutorial on anatomy and digital painting, and I'm going to use a Honeybee as my subject. This first video is really just give you an idea of how I think and how I paint. Well, I usually start off with the basic outline of whatever subject I'm going for here, and I've never done one before, but I'm trying to do as much anatomy study as possible. I usually look at digital painting like sculpture almost. And so when I create the shapes, I usually take a color and I try to start to chisel out the basic shape after I've laid down a bunch of lines. So then here I'm trying to go in and create some detail, and basically I start with the head of the figure because I'd like to be able to look in their eyes and really know my character from there. And then I go in and lay some basic foundation for the range of color, or at least the range of shade. So I go in and put in my deeper hues, but maybe not my darkest hues. And then I go in and basically start working on some detail. Here I realize that the honeybee is a hairy creature, and I start to go in and lay down some shorthand for the hair that's all over the bee. So as I finish putting in all the details with the hair, I tend to go in and start putting in more line work, and this is where I start to lay down some foundation for light effect. I want to plan where the light is hitting the forms of the bee at strongest points, and I start to put in some highlight, especially on the parts of the bee that are shiny. Now I'm going to go in and start chiseling out the form of the bee again, where I start to actually look at the negative space in between the parts of the bee's anatomy and give it a little bit more of a defined shape. All the while I'm trying to balance out shadows. And here's where I get to go in and start dressing the bee in terms of texture, some more of the little details that go all over its body. And now to zoom in on the wings, I pick a lighter color to go in and paint in the basic shape. I start to chisel out the shape of the wing first, just to map out where it's going to go. Bring the opacity down, at least I think about 60%, and then I start to go in and create the shapes for the frame of the wing, the line work for the wing. I'm going in with some layers to go step by step. I start to go in with first really sketched out lines, and then add a new layer, and that's when I can change the shape of the lines and make them much more smooth. And then I go in with the warp tool, and because the nature of this wing is much more smooth and graceful, I'm going to go ahead and change the shape just a little bit. Now I can chisel out the rest of the wing's interiors and go over the line one more time, making things just much more smoother, making the wing much more unified. Now I can go in and change the blending mode to overlay to give it some opacity, and also to change the color because the wing warps the light just a little bit, which warps the color. And now I'm going to go in with the color blending mode and change the color of the bee and bring out some more of the brilliance of its coat to more of that orange ochre color that we so associate bees with, giving it some form behind the wing too, and making sure that I can go in and create some shadow as well. And go in and put in some final details, the bristles, give it some more form, give it some fullness, and pretty much done. So thanks a lot. See you next time.